welcome to Hardly Tech. Today we're going to be taking a look at Yuzu running Breath of the Wild. So wild. At 10K. That's right, 10 whole Ks. 10 of them. I counted every single one. They're all here. Okay, 10K adjacent, but, you know, it's close enough, really. And we're going to be running this on the RS... We're going to run this on the Rs. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to be running this on the ASUS Phoenix RTX 3060 V2 12GB. Probably the shortest name in graphics card history. You may notice that the label for my graphics card is blurred out and I've typed RTX 3060 in its place. That's because I've been switching out cards a bunch lately and I labeled the card RT 3600. So, yeah, I'm not tired or anything. So for today's settings, while we're playing, we're going to be using a 60 FPS mod that doesn't actually work, and a disable dynamic resolution mod, which ensures that whatever resolution I choose to play at will be locked while I'm playing the game. I've also got CPU accuracy set to auto, which is recommended for most games, and has run smoothly for me so far. Under the graphics options, for the most of this video today we're going to be looking at the Vulkan API, in full screen of course at 5400p, with AMD Fidelity FX turned on and FXAA to smooth out any leftover jaggies. Under the Advanced Graphics tab, I'm also using accuracy level set to high. Using either accuracy level set to normal or extreme causes a bit of a lag issue where fog and atmospheric effects don't fully process. It's like they hang for a second and restart the animation. So we're sticking with high accuracy. During most of my playtime playing Breath of the Wild on this 3060 in Yuzu, well, performance is really good, honestly. It's not a complete locked 30 FPS experience. It's more like a 95% locked 30 FPS experience. When loading assets in the world, there tends to be a little bit of a stutter once in a while if there's new assets that need to be loaded. And of course, if there are shaders that need to be loaded in the background, that'll cause a little bit of a hiccup for a very short time, like half a second, and then you're off to the races once again. This can be a little bit jarring, especially if you're in combat and shaders decide to load right then. But it happens whenever you commit a new action or you use a new item or anything that uses shaders, so it's kind of common for a little while, but once you run through enough of the game, it's smooth sailing. So I'd say, great freaking job, team. You did a great job making sure this game runs on Yuzu. Now I think it's time that I run my usual disclaimer here. I am not advocating for piracy. I copied this game myself from my own cart onto my PC. This is my game. I have not downloaded it or pirated it from anybody. This is my copy, running on Yuzu. Do not go out downloading illegal ROMs. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Especially since the process to transfer your own games onto your PC is very simple. It's a little time consuming, but once you get used to the process, it's easy. And hey, if you like these videos where I show you what performance is like in various games through Yuzu, let me know by hitting that subscribe button and clicking that like. It really does help my algorithm, which helps boost my channel, get seen by more people, gets more content out for you to watch. So now that we've discussed that, I'm sure you're wondering, how's performance on OpenGL? Well, it's pretty good. It's not quite as buttery smooth as Vulkan for the most part. There's more frequent hitching and stuttering because OpenGL can't load shaders as efficiently as Vulkan can in the background. So anytime a shader loads, there's like a half second to a full second hitch, which can be really distracting, although OpenGL does have its advantages. There are a number of trees in the game that don't quite load properly with Vulkan. It's like the physics interaction with them as they're blowing through the wind causes them to kind of shimmer in and out of existence. Kind of similar to how the atmospheric effects don't quite load properly if you use normal or extreme accuracy in the GPU settings. On that note, atmospheric effects also seem to be a little more dense, a little thicker in OpenGL, which I kinda like, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with the way the Vulkan presents the atmospheric effects. It's very clean, very crisp. I like that too. So, I mean, I guess it's just pick your poison. And if you don't mind that little bit of hitching with OpenGL, have fun with it. I don't blame you. But if you want the best performance you can get, stick with Vulkan for now. I don't think they're really going to be developing OpenGL much more for Yuzu, so it's probably your best bet overall. Hopefully this companion footage can kind of show you what I'm talking about. It's been playing in the background. Left side is OpenGL, right side Vulkan. They both look nice, they both play pretty well, but overall I think I'd say that I'd stick with Vulkan. Just that little bit of extra smoothness makes the experience better. As far as load times are concerned, with today's modern M2s, you'd think that we would have slightly better load times, but unfortunately, even with Switch emulation, there's just an inherent limitation as to how fast the information can be loaded. We do see improvements in overall load times and smaller section load times, like when you move from one section of the map to another using the fast travel system, or when you load your game, but it's not a big difference because unfortunately, the Switch hardware, whether it's the internal storage, whether it's the micro SD slot, or the cartridge itself, they're all limited in bandwidth quite heavily. So, unfortunately, load times will not improve very much unless the Yuzu team can find a way around this, but I just don't see how. And believe me, there's nothing I would love more than to have like a 3-second load time in Zelda, because seriously, 30-second load times are, ugh. I know it's only 30 seconds, but in today's day and age, 30 seconds is like the difference between me paying attention and me... Ooh, pizza! So there you have it. Performance is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it used to be, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. I think you will be too. If you really wanted to, you could even turn the graphics down a little bit. You could take the resolution down to 8K, or 6K, or 4K, or whatever you wanted, and have a great experience, reduce the power draw on your GPU, which would in turn reduce the heat output, although this card doesn't produce that much heat anyways, so, you know. So, I'll leave you with a little bit of extra gameplay footage like I have in the other Yuzu videos, and just let you enjoy. And if I can ever get that 60 FPS mod to work correctly, I'll do a follow-up video, and we'll probably have to limit to like 4K, but, I mean, that's not really that bad. It's 4K! It's gonna look great. Thank you all for watching, I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, if you found it useful, if you enjoy my ridiculousness, hit that like button, subscribe! Check me out on Twitter at hardly_tech. Consider becoming a patron. It'd really help my channel out. None of the content here is sponsored, everything is self-funded, so every little bit of help I can get, I will take. And with that all said, thank you once again. Hope you have a great day. See you on the next one. Bye!
Hip.